Do you think your LinkedIn is helping you drive some traffic to the games?
That's the difference between a LinkedIn post and an Instagram post. In Instagram post, you go for the aesthetics, you go for the perfection. But in LinkedIn post, you go for the rawness.
This strategy basically allows you to create an experimental game, make it pretty quickly, and then bring in some traffic, and depending on how that first traffic works, you either continue developing it or you stop developing it.
The rest of the world, almost they focus on PC games, but in India, in the Southeast Asian countries, we focus more on, say, mobile games because that's an easy access for the players and the developers.
Welcome. Today I have a pleasure to be here with Tanmoy Deka.
Hi.
Tanmoy has been building his game studio for the last 3 years, focusing on the mobile market through experimentation and rapid releases. Tanmoy, thank you for joining me. Could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes. Hi. My name is Tanmoy Deka, and I'm a Unity game developer from Assam, India, and also the founder of Korn Studio. So it's a small studio. Me and my friends have been building it day by day, bit by bit. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So how have you gotten into game development?
It is a funny story if I start. When I was in my school days, I was really a bright student. But as the days passed, when I joined college, my brain shifted from studies to doing other curriculum activities, sort of like that. And after that, I was interested in gaming, so I wanted to learn how did the game like how does someone makes games and everything, and I was curious about it. So there are free courses of Unity, so I started learning that, and I started coding in C Sharp, which is needed for Unity, and I know here and there of Blender and that. So like that, I started slowly, and as time passed, I joined LinkedIn, and in LinkedIn there were groups like game development groups, and I joined there. For a couple of months, I have been working with them, but as time passed, like I had this all these ideas in my brain, like I had to execute them. It was like that. I wanted their help also. I asked them, I pitched my ideas, but no one was ready to work on my ideas. So I don't know, I think so, yeah, my ideas, yeah, my pitching skill was not good. So after that, thought that let's do everything from my end. Let's try building from my end how much I can go. So I started posting on LinkedIn, and I got, there were appreciable people on LinkedIn. People really appreciate your work, so I liked it. And as time went, uh, people really appreciated my work, and even my friends came along with it. And now we are living in an apartment together, and we are building Korn Studio. So yeah, it's just like this the journey began, and now I am doing my masters, but still I am continuing with my the studio work. So yeah, that's the journey of my game development.
Gotcha. I saw that you were quite active on LinkedIn, so you seem to be posting that a lot. So would you say that LinkedIn is a good platform for developers, like small indie developers to post on?
Yes, LinkedIn is a very good platform, I would say. Out here in India, from our side, we are not very active on Discord or Twitch. You can say not streaming platform, but we are active on searching for jobs. It's like our culture. We want to do jobs. We are pushed to do jobs, not any creative job, creative field. Not we are not pushed to go to do any creative jobs. Nothing like that. Just it's like a get a job. Right? Yeah, on LinkedIn I started posting my like journey, like what I am doing today, or 2 to 3 posts in like 1 or 2 weeks, like that. And people appreciated that, and yeah, it's really very good for indie developers to like you can grow with it. The audience really connects with you, and they really like reach what you are typing, like what you gave them. Like you can say you can say that if today I'm posting something, they will really react on it if it's a good post. It's not like they'll genuinely comment on it. So I think that review and everything, that really builds a community, and it's really helpful for indie developers. Like small appreciation is really needed.
Yeah, it kind of helps you move forward as you get some good feedback. So you mentioned that if it's a good post, then people react to it. So what do you think makes a good post?
Good LinkedIn post and background. That's the difference between a LinkedIn post and a Instagram post. Like in Instagram post, you go for the aesthetics, you go for the perfection. But in LinkedIn post, you go for the rawness. Like you know, like you are building something, and if it's not complete also, and if it's not perfect also, but you are building something, like you are so, it's not, I won't say about only game dev journey, I would say about everything, whatever you're doing. If you're showing your work, if you're showing your, you can say, journey, you, if you're showing people that I'm imperfect now but I'm perfecting myself, so that's the, you can say, good post. You're writing what you are doing mistakes, you are like giving them blog, like you're giving them each and everything. Yeah, that's a good LinkedIn post, I would say. Like it has worked for me till now.
Okay, gotcha. So basically sharing what you have learned on your journey.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you mostly focus on a mobile games instead of Steam or other platforms. Could you give us a bit of a look into why focus on mobile?
I would say for the reason. First, that point which comes in my mind, why we focus on mobile games more than on PC games. Like the rest of the world, almost they focus on PC games, but in India, in the Southeast Asian countries, we focus more on say mobile games, because that's a easy access for the players and the developers. So that's becomes common. And why mobile games? Because you can try small ideas, and active casual games, like hyper casual games, they are small ideas but with good mechanics, and that mechanics you can take it and you can put it in a bigger picture, bigger game. So that helps for the experimentation, that helps in the monetization, and that helps to run a studio, I would say, before jumping and to a bigger project. If you are not funded, like our studio is bootstrap, so we are doing everything we can. So why mobile games we chose at the beginning? Because for a PC game, you have to be, I would say, you have to have trust in your friends. You can say you have trust in your co-workers to make them handle things that which they are expert in. So for that, they also have to be experienced enough. And I would say, if I would say why mobile games instead of Steam, the first and foremost will be that to experiment.
Gotcha. So if I understand you correctly, the mobile platforms or mobile games allow you to do more experiments faster.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Do you find do you focus on Android or iOS or both of them?
We focus on Android. We particularly focus on Android because in India there are many users who are using Android over iOS. So yeah, we focus on Android much more, and and I think so. Google, that console helps, and it's very easy. I prefer Google console over Apple Store. Yeah. So yeah.
From my understanding, it's not just that it's easier for experimentation, but specifically in Southeast Asia and in Asia in general, playing on your phone is a lot more common than playing on PC, right?
Yes, because I would say, because mobile is given to even a child out here. So it's like very, mobile are easy access nowadays. In Asian countries, mobile internets are easy access. So the more players, more retention time, and more experiments we can do now, before jumping to a bigger project. So yeah, I would say from my end and from our fellow developers of India, we would say that yes, mobile games we prefer more than we uploading on Steam. Yes.
I'm sure that there are some specific challenges that you have on mobile platforms that perhaps wouldn't exist on Steam. So could you speak a bit on that?
As I said before, like there are a lot of people playing mobile games, and out there is the competition to showcase your game better than others. that's a competition on like how your game will be discovered. Even if you like you say, even if you advertise your game, like if people will go and they will download and they will play, and after that if the game is not good, the retention time will not be, like they won't be coming back and get, and if they won't be coming back, your I would say your monetization won't happen. So it's that. So you need, like we have to work on the feedbacks, we have to see on the reviews, you have to be updating the game, like last time we had to update the game in a month, we would say more than 25 times, more than 25 times we had to update the game. So, and almost every day, yes, like this is not happening, this is happening, and like if it's a feature, they think it's a bug. So it's very difficult to work with the people. But yeah, that's the thing, like which helps us to what do you say that, which helps us to keep on going. Yeah, that's the fuel we gave, like let's do it. And okay, and one more update, one more update, and like just last one, then yeah, it's like that. Like it's very challenging, I would say.
It sounds like it's a lot more of a, I would say, live service or early access, what we would call it on Steam probably. On Steam games, usually you kind of like release the game and then you don't expect to do too many big changes, usually, unless it's like a big RPG. On mobile, it sounds like you keep on always updating it.
Yes, always updating it. And mobile games, I would say, the offline games won't work so much because if they come, they play the game and they will go. So there is no monetization out there.
Yeah.
They but in PC, like at once they will buy the game. So it's like you get the revenue at once. But in mobile games, you have to keep the players hooked so that they
Yeah.
keep coming back for that more of this, more of this, more of this. And yeah, that
Gotcha.
happens
So,
in like mobile games out here.
gotcha. So, like, if I would point out that the main difference in monetization on Steam, it's really like one purchase, and then that's where you get the money, and that's where people have to like the game even before they buy it. And on mobile, it sounds like it's easier to get people to try, but it's much harder to keep them going. So, the primary monetization is through advertisement and through retention.
Yes, advertise the game, and like advertising, I would say advertising plays a very good role. If it's more discoverable, then people see the game and they download the game. But to keep people hooked, your game has to be really good. So that for people to come again and again play that game every time they open their phone and they has to play the game. So yeah, your game has to be really good.
Gotcha. So, how do you manage to get players in the first place, right? So having the game free probably helps, like it's easier to have people try the game, but still there is a lot more mobile games than there is Steam games. So what kind of strategies are you using to bring in the first players?
At first, when we are at a stage where you can say at the most end of the stage when we'll ship the game, we start advertising on different social medias and even on paid advertising like Google AdMob and Google AdSense and everything. And after that, when the game is released, and when the game is released, people come, people download, and we check like a week. We check the survey for a week, and that time we know that like this game will really work or not. Because and if there are and if we see the reviews and if it's really capable of doing much better, then we invest more on it, and so that more and invest more time on it, more money on it, you can say, and like so that we get the investment what we did. But if the game doesn't do well in that first 1 week or 2 weeks, so as a founder, I would really feel bad. But as a developer, I would see that this game is lacking something. And if we have the time, we'll really like push it much more better than that. So for that, we experiment different ideas, and you can release faster on mobile games. So which game works and which doesn't, like really doesn't have that time. So faster we release and experiment it. And if out of say 10 packages, 10 game packages, there are 5 doing good, we invest more time on that rather than investing time on other 5. So that helps us more, I would say.
Gotcha. So this strategy basically allows you to quickly create an experimental game, make it pretty quickly, and then bring in some traffic. And depending on how that first traffic works, you either continue developing it or you stop developing it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Gotcha. Makes a lot of sense. Do you think your LinkedIn is helping you drive some traffic to the games?
Yes, I would say LinkedIn is really helping me because from the starting, I would say from the starting, only there is one social media where I post is LinkedIn, and I am inactive on other social medias. Only LinkedIn, I am active there, and from my personal account, I am really posting and really sharing, and people really react and they really like comment on my post saying that this is good, this is a good feature, or this is bad feature, and everything. And I bring testers to my games also before the release from LinkedIn, so it's really helpful then.
So it helps you a lot with that like early feedback, just reaction to screenshots, to maybe videos, and also to get kind of testers to try the game on LinkedIn.
Yes, totally, totally.
So we kind of have understand it now. But if you were in few sentences outline your studio strategy, could you try to do that?
I would say we are more into experimentation. Like, we don't want to go with the trend. If I talk for my studio, if I would say the studio started in that ideology saying that we want to experiment, we want to bring something new. So we don't want to go with the trend, but being in this small region really helps us that because we don't have the pressure of failing. Like you can say, we don't have the pressure of failing. And in my age, I am really like just 23 right now, and in my age it's really no fear of failing. If I fail, I can do it again. Like, we can experiment new ideas, we can bring really some good games in the picture. And I would say there is a game called Goat Simulator, if you know.
I know it.
Yeah, Goat Simulator from Coffee Stain Studios. They just experimented that idea just normally, and that game boomed because they experimented. So I would say game development industry is made on creative field. So experimentation is like a default settings. So so I would say our game dev strategy would be experimentation. We experiment and we go, like we keep on going forward, and we release consistently so that it helps us to get feedbacks from people and really help us to grow and learn, I would say.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. Uh, have you considered trying such experiments on PC as well? I know you focus on mobile; it makes a lot of sense. But do you think similar strategy could work on Steam?
Steam strategy would be different, I would say, because I have been following many developers, like they have been working on 3 to 4 years on a single game. So like our studio is divided into two parts, you can say. One part is where we consistently update games, and we will consistently release them in 1 or 2 months, so that we get feedbacks and keep the studio running as it is bootstrap. And the other part is the real experimentation part. Like, we want to bring our culture to the game industry, like our culture, what we are, and like small stories we have from different parts of the world. So, like, now we are working on a game title named Putula, which is a horror based, first person horror based psychological game on our cultural beliefs and everything. So we are working that, and we are locked in for our, now it has gone 2 months, and we are locked in for other 4 months on that. And in that time, we are still working on small projects so that it's really keeps the studio running. So we have to juggle here and there, both the things. So yeah.
So you constantly try to balance part of your studio focusing on maintaining the game, actually working on the experiments that did work, and the other part on keeping more experiments to kind of keep the future in mind.
Yes. Keep the future in mind, I would say. Yeah.
If you started all of this over, because you have been at it for a while, is there something you would have done differently?
I would say I would be more active. Like, I'm really a camera shy guy. I cannot do anything. It's really difficult for me to make small contents and everything. It's really difficult for me. So I would say from you can say now it has been 4 years. 4 years back I would go and I would really start. Whether it is a small 30 35 seconds vlog, but I would do it. I would do that. So we now I am really trying, and our studio is trying to build that like from the starting. So yeah, that I would change, because visual ideology also compounds to experience. That both experience is good, but if people don't see your work, your game won't be played, I would say. So people has to know that you are doing something. For that you have to put that in front of people. But it's really difficult for as game dev, it's really difficult to go in front of people and say that okay, see here, I have made this game, whether they are interested or not. It's really difficult to put yourself in that place. But yeah, you have to do that. So I would do that, really, if I would go back and change it.
So you would focus on putting up things on LinkedIn or on social media even more than you did before?
Every social media. Not only LinkedIn, but every social, all of them. Yes.
Okay. So I know that a lot of developers they kind of get in love with their game. They really like it, and they because it's so close to them, they are very worried about sharing it. Like they don't want to show it to anyone. So what do you think is a good way to kind of overcome this fear of sharing it?
I would say just post it and don't think about it. I would say that. Just post it, let it just be, and just don't think about it. Because no one cares. I would say, because if you're posting and if people are seeing it, then one day you would get bad reviews, today. But if you are improving, that people are seeing that you are making a game, you are doing something with your life, I would say they would really appreciate it. There are very few they would appreciate, but they would appreciate it. For that, it really helped me in LinkedIn to move forward. And I would say in other social medias, none of my friends know that I am a game developer, nor my family knows. But in LinkedIn, I am a game developer. So yeah, people appreciated it and I posted it. So I would say you should post it, and bit by bit your fear will go away, I would say.
Gotcha. So it sounds like you would almost even recommend to have like one social media that's separate from your personal stuff, and you post there just the game development stuff. It kind of maybe can help a bit with feeling anxious that your family and your friends feel that, see that. So if you have it as a separate social media, that could help maybe.
Yes. But start anonymously if you're so scared, but start anonymously. Like, if you don't show your face also, but start posting. At least they will see your game. Your face doesn't need to be seen, but your game need to be seen, to be played by people. So yeah, I would say that start small, but keep on going.
Do you try to keep some consistent schedule? Like, do you try to, for example, say to yourself, okay, I always have to release 2 a week, no matter what, or something like that?
I would say we take months. I would say, because like now, as we friends all are doing masters, and we have to focus on that also, but that's secondary. But this is uh, but we every time we are thinking that this is the time period we have taken for this game, this need to be released somehow, like that. So if you say about the time period for that, I would say every 2 months we would like to release a game, and we are releasing a game every 2 months, because it's really helpful to us, and it's really boosts the team spirit. Like, it really boosts the team spirit. Like, if you say, I know 2 months is a lot for small casual games, but I would say that I don't want the people to come and play and think that it's a prototype. I want them to have that full experience. So for that, 2 months is the time period we are taking. And for a bigger project, like now we are doing a bigger project for the first time, and we have thought for like 6 months. We have taken the time for 6 months, and let's see how it goes.
Gotcha. So it sort of sounds like you recommend to train that muscle of releasing games. That even if you feel like you don't want to release it, even though you set at the time, you should still try to release it because you kind of it trains you to get used to releasing stuff instead of keep on working on it.
And you have to get over it. You have to get over it, really.
Do you have similar thing for for posting on social media? Have some schedule that you follow?
I don't personally post from my account, but we have our studio's account, and we really post like small contents. You say gameplays of our game, and like that. You can say every. I know it's very little, but every week we try to post at least two posts really good. So two reels you can say, and in every social media, YouTube and everything. So yeah, so like that we are working on it, so that it doesn't hamper it, and it doesn't take our brain from development. Like we are a development studio, not a social media studio. So yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, so when you post on your own LinkedIn, do you try to post it in some specific frequency, like once a week or twice a week or something like that?
I would say I would try to post at least one post per week. One post per week I would try to post, because and in that week I really have something good to show them. So I really post that, so that in that week, as I am consistently developing games, as I am consistently working on the game, so I post small, sometimes three posts also, sometimes at least one post, but I really try that at least one post per week.
So uh, you work, or your studio and you yourself work from a fairly small region that's not necessarily known for game development. So what would you say are specific challenges that you have because you are from a smaller region?
I would say access and exposure. Access and exposure, with no doubt. With no doubt, it's access and exposure, because being from a small region, out here, technology and people mindset, and it's really difficult. Like from our region, it's really difficult to convince people that you can earn from a creative job. It's really difficult. Like it's the mindset going on out here, but yeah, we have, it's really difficult to make them understand this, and to appreciate, and to make them appreciate your work. It's really difficult, but I would say nowadays, like as Gen Z's, people are really trying and really doing their work, I would say, because locally also I have seen many games from our India, our country, that they are trying, and putting themselves out there, and letting people judge them. But yeah, you have to be that strong, I would say. Yeah, mentally also you have to be that strong, that you can put yourself out there and let people judge you, but you still don't but you still keep on doing your work, what you want to do. I would say that, and that's the and I would say people are like we are not getting that opportunities right now, but little bit by bit, people are developing, we are developing. So we would be in a stage in another, say, 5 years. We'll be in that stage, you can say, another 5 years. Yeah.
Do you think you have or developers in similar region have some advantages that perhaps the Western game development don't doesn't have?
I would say we have our culture. Our culture, like everyone has their culture. I won't say that, but like cultural stories, you can say, small village stories, you can say, because everyone has their culture. Everyone has that small, you can say, small cute stories, you can say, and which need to be shown to people, you can say, in any sort of media, like in games, movies and everything. And that's the advantage, I would say. And I would say in small reasons there is peace. And but if I say in my country also, I have my friends from bigger cities, and they are working in the same creative field, companies and everything, but they don't have that peace of mind, they don't have that experiment feel to do something, like that. But in our field, like from where we are, smaller regions, you can say, from uh, it's really helpful for us to keep our mind in place and really work on the things we want to, I would say. That's really helpful, and that's the cost, and that we get, the piece we get in cost of exposure, I would say.
Gotcha. So when you mentioned one of the two of the biggest challenges is access and exposure. So what do you think can other developers or maybe the governments or whatnot do to help with those challenges?
I would say government and all should make people aware. I would say make people aware that these are some fields, and these are some really good fields in which our country can move forward. And I won't say that government of our country are not doing that. They recently we had a budget specifically for these all fields, you can say, extra curriculum fields. But I would say that they should really promote, really have these conferences, really have these jams, you can say, game jams and everything for our game development industry, I would say. And that would really boost people, as everyone plays games, whether it's a small casual games or big triple A games. Everyone plays games, you can say. But they don't know that games are made by people also. So they are really, when I say someone that I am a game developer, the first question is, how do you make games, like, because they are not aware of it. So I would say that, and it should be like, this should be a you can say a subject in primary schools, you can say, a small like from schools, you can say. Yeah, I would say that.
Okay. Are there a studios or games that from your culture or the smaller regions that you think other gamers should be aware about?
From my region, there is really, from our region, there is not. But there is a game called Raji. If from India, I would say, there is a game called Raji. It's on Netflix games also, and it's a really good game, you can say. And there is a upcoming game called Suri. There the game is also coming, so you should really play that game. And but I would say there are some games, but which are in development, but they aren't released right now. But when it is released, you will get to know, I would say.
Do you think there is something a Western developers can do to help smaller developers like this? Perhaps there are some opportunities for collaboration, maybe some team ups or outsourcing. Do you think some what would it kind of look like? What would the Western developers need to do to make this happen?
I think the Western developers would outsourcing is the only thing we are doing from India, I would say, because Rockstar Games, they are outsourcing from us only. Like there is a, you can say, in Bangalore there is a, but if I would say Western developers, they would really help our Indian developers to learn the real mechanics, I would say. Like we know something and we are good at it. It shouldn't be like that. Like really learn the small mechanics, like small things, which really helps to make the games really really a good game, I would say. And that thing we are lacking, and we should learn from Western developers, I would say. And uh, collaborative work, collaborative teamwork, that's the thing. These 2 points, I would say, from my side, these 2 points, I would say, that we should learn from Western developers.
Gotcha. So, because usually when we talk about outsourcing, it usually means that the outsourcer, the company that's being outsourced to, usually isn't mentioned that much, right? It's still being promoted as a Western game, even though a lot of outsourcing is done in India. So do you think that we should a lot more focus or try to focus on sort of collaboration, try to have the studios co-releasing games from both cultures?
Yes, yes. Because if there is outsourcing from our end, like it's there is outsourcing from our country, then there means there is talents from our country. So we can make games cooperatively, collaboratively. So I think it's not from Western countries; it's from our side. I think so. We should take the initiative that we should collaborate rather than outsourcing. We should have that confidence, I would say, that let's collaborate rather than outsourcing the game. So yeah, and because if it's outsourcing, it's only titled as Western games, not like Indian games or something like that. So we should take that initiative, I would say.
Gotcha. Okay. Have you considered things like Kickstarter and maybe alternative funding for bigger projects?
Till now, I would say no. Till now, I would say no because as a founder, I have really little knowledge about this funding and all these things. But I have to get that knowledge, I would say, and that's also a thing that I am lacking. So I have to be up to date from my side, and I would say Kickstarter and everything from our end it's good, but I as of from small reason I am searching investors from our reasons, because I am not that I won't say that other investors won't understand us, but I would say that our investors would understand us more than them.
Gotcha, makes sense. Because uh, Kickstarter is used a lot for to when the studio raises money directly from people that would be interested in such games. So perhaps it would make sense to try something like that for games that are more focused on the specific culture. There is probably a lot of people that would like to play that, but it's not something that regular investors or regular publishers would fund because it's a risk, right? That's not usually what they do. But perhaps having it as a Kickstarter campaign could work because there is probably people that are interested.
Yes, yes. I would say I will really take that note. I'll really take that note and really start working on that, I would say, from my end, really.
All right. Where can we learn more about you?
I would say you'd learn more about me from LinkedIn, as I only post on LinkedIn. And if you want to learn more about our studio, Babycon Studio, it would be on every social media. It's in Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. So yeah, we are constantly growing bit by bit, and let's see how far we go.
All right. Hopefully very far. We're gonna leave links to in description for all of your stuff, so people can go and try some of your games.
Yes, obviously. Thank you. Really, it is really appreciated. Really.
Thank you for your time and thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. And everyone, thank you for listening.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Voita.